All right, folks, how you doing? So I'm going to record another little passage about a page and a half from William Wallace, Robin Hood Revealed, and this part I particularly love how Wallace takes St Johnstown, or what is now Perth, through again very clever tactics and strategy. So getting straight into it, when Wallace decided it was time to move on, they crossed the land towards Dunkeld. His thoughts were mostly dwelling on the town of St Johnston. He called for Ramsay and explained to him how he desired to free the town and requested that good knight's advice. I've been thinking of St. Johnston. I have been there and once lost men through bad luck, but for the loss of each one of our men, we caused 10 of theirs to die, and yet I think the price was too high. I would like to survey the area before we go any further and make them realize their occupation is wrong. Then Ramsay replied, "They will not keep that town. The walls are low, even if the dikes are deep. You have enough men to overcome them. Fill the dike, and we can reach the walls with ease. We have 1,000 on hand to give them battle. From this power, they will not hold their defences." Wallace was heartened when he heard what Sir John had to say. After this conversation, they moved on to Dunkeld, lodging there at their ease over the next 4 days, until they received reports from their scouts regarding St. Johnston. Ramsay organised carpenters, sending them to cut down trees for the building of wooden siege engines. They moved their constructions down by the river towards St. Johnston. Sir John Ramsay accompanied the carpenters to ensure that the siege engines were placed in position. He ordered the men to await his instructions. The great host surrounded the town and quickly filled the dikes with earth and stone. They laid hurdles of timber on top, creating a roomy passageway to the walls. Many siege engines were then raised upright, and good men of arms hurried to the assault. Sir John the Graham and Sir John Ramsay laid siege to the turret bridge with all their might. Wallace led others to the mid side of the town and fought fiercely with the English defenders. The Englishmen acquitted themselves well in that encounter, firing artillery that was fierce to endure. Crossbow arrows, heavy boulders, and stones fired from slingshots were cast out. The Scots replied with spears that pierced many a coat of shining armour. The worthy Scots soon engaged in fierce hand-to-hand fighting, wetting their swords with English blood. Yet still the Englishmen fought boldly and valiantly, but it availed them not. The Scots, by force, gained entry, 1,000 men quickly surmounting the walls. Hideous noise filled the air. Ramsay and Graham won the turret and entered in where great strife had begun. A true squire, Ruthven by name, came to the assault with Ramsay and Graham. 30 of his friends were with him, and these men proved their mettle against the foe, laying on with their weapons of fine steel. When the Scots had assembled on either side, the English could no longer hold out. 2,000 men of southern blood were soon lying upon the streets. Sir John Stuart, when he saw the town was lost, took to flight along with 60 men in a light barge. They sailed down the water to seek succour at Dundee. Wallace stayed at St. Johnston until the morning of the 4th day, allowing none to remain there who were English-born. They gained riches of gold and other goods and replenished the town with Scots. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that little passage, and as always, leave your thoughts and comments below.